David was a good father. He paid the bills, he showed up. But lately, his home didn't feel like a home. It felt like a courtroom. Every conversation with his 16-year-old daughter, Mia, turned into an investigation. You don't lose a teenager all at once. You lose them, one question at a time. Where were you? Who was there? Why didn't you text back? David thought he was showing love. He thought he was protecting her. But the harder he pressed for the truth, the more she lied, and the distance was suffocating him. She lied about her homework. She lied about her friends. He was trapped in a loop of suspicion and anger, with no idea how to bridge the gap. Desperate, David asked his own father for advice, a man who had raised 4 teenagers without losing his mind. The older man listened, wiped his hands, and looked David dead in the eye. He said, "David, you are treating her like a suspect, and when you treat someone like a suspect, they will act like a criminal. You are playing the detective, which means she has to play the defense attorney." It hit David like a physical blow. Then, the older man gave him a challenge. The 30-day statement protocol. For 1 month, David was forbidden from asking Mia a single investigative question. No why, no where, no who. Instead of questions, he could only use statements. Instead of, "Why are you late?" he must say, "I was worried when you weren't home." Instead of, "How was school?" he must say, "It's good to see you." Drop the gavel. The first week was agonizing. On day 12, Mia came home an hour past curfew. David's brain screamed at him to interrogate her. Mia stood by the door, armor on, ready for the trial to begin. David swallowed the questions burning in his throat. He looked at her and simply said, "I'm glad you're home safe. Good night, Mia." The shock on her face was absolute. The fight she had prepared for never happened. There was nothing to defend against. He kept it up, week after week. Because David wasn't hunting for information, Mia stopped feeling the need to hide it. On day 28, David was reading on the couch. Mia walked into the room. She sat on the opposite side. Silence hung in the air. David didn't look up. He didn't ask what she needed. He just held the space. And then, quietly into the room, she said, "Dad, my friends are fighting, and I don't know what to do." David didn't jump in with a solution. He didn't ask who was at fault. He just listened. In that moment, the interrogation room vanished. David realized he didn't need to be a detective to protect his daughter. He just needed to be a place where the truth was allowed to rest. Authority is taken. Influence is earned. If you want the truth from your child, stop hunting for it. Build a room safe enough for it to live in. Try the statement protocol. Drop the gavel. Subscribe for more.